you guys for the warm welcome for Bear Claw. It's I never really asked him. I never pushed him. You don't push a man like Bear Claw. You don't push anybody. It's not what you do. You let people make their own minds up, give them space. The man's worked his whole life. His whole life he's worked. He's still cutting steady. I love the guy. Anyways, boy's got a job up here. His climbing job, arbutus, and he says there's one I can fall for him. So I'll take a look at it, and then I got some snags. I think seven balsam snags to fall out in Yellow Point. So that's what we're doing today. There's quite a bit on the go, actually, which is good. I'll see you on site. Friends, good morning. How are we doing? Well, Hogan, like I said on the way here, Hogan had a little job. This is one of his buddies. I used to run around here when I was a little kid. Matter of fact, I got shot in the face with a pellet gun. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. We used to pellet gun wars back in here. And of course now it's development, but it was down there. It was my buddy's Daryl Winsby. He lived right down there. And Ricky Digby, if you're ever watching, brother, Kevin Haslam, all the boys. We used to pellet gun war up here. Just stupid when you think about it. I got one right there. I remember seeing it come in. Boom! Squared me. The pellet gun wars was over after that. Today, new house, new development. These arbutuses are struggling. As you can see, we've been losing arbutus, friends, for a long time. These aren't terrible, but they are a mess. You can see there was a couple others here. Ganges is going up. Actually, Ganges was going to, he was going to actually climb this one, friends, over here. This one we can roll out. I'm quite confident Hogan figures we can put it in there, and I agree with him. He's going to dart up this fir. Morning, Ganges.
Morning.
He's going to dart up there, up that fir, and actually strip some of these limbs off too. Like, this is property line, friends, right? Like, new home, deck right there. So this isn't going to be the greatest for the decking. So we'll strip a few of these limbs off that fir, which will allow that arbutus, which kind of leans back and in to the grove, to the property line. But as you see it just whistling there by itself, kind of moseying around? See it moving? It's just rocking and rolling. So Ganges will throw a line in it, and once he clears some of them fir limbs off there, Hogan was gonna rig this out, actually, friends. He was gonna rig all that out. Here, let's get that focused in. What happened there? Oh yeah, good. But there's no point in doing that. What's that, buddy?
Leather belt's a little more dialed in.
Are you rocking the Denali?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Chevy Denali.
Got it. Yeah, so what you can see there, friends, is see the great big bones right there? It would fight this thing. It would probably go through, but he's going up to put a rope in it anyhow. So we'll throw it up in that arbutus. And what we're gonna do, we are close to the house. We're 10 feet from the stump, easy. So from this deck to that stump, it's probably 10 feet. So what we'll do when we fall this sucker is we'll put a butt rig on it, friends. And you guys have seen me do that. I'll put a little butt rig high on the stump back to this maple here. So that way when we fall it out off the house, and you know what arbutuses are like, they're crazy. They'll land and jump and twist and do all kinds of stuff. So you see, so it's gonna work real nice. We wanna save the deck in the corner of the house. So we'll tie it off. Ganges is going there, he's just getting rolling. There he goes. And that's going to create a bunch of light for these guys and gals and women and children. So that'll work real nice. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. Here, you can see what it's doing. It's creeping up in there, you see? So we're just gonna make a stump and walk it down in here. Yeah, I'll get a couple different angles for you. Well, friends, here's the butt rig scenario. Do this when in doubt, you see? A straight line like this, over to the little tree here.
And what did you want? A saw and a rope?
Well, I got, yeah, one for a butt rig, Sonny. Yeah. Go here. Nice like this. Shebangle. Right there. You want to be straight back if you want, but I got a feeling this thing's going to lay pretty flat. Gums flapping, no more. Tree cutting. Friends, you guys hear me talk about this. Guys, gals, women, and children, whoever's doing this, you guys hear me talk about this all this time. Watch the crown. Looking at your curve ain't going to do much for you, really. You'll be behind the game. You'll be way behind the game. I don't know what to categorize it like with, actually. But it's tough stuff.
frickin' guy.
Did you guys see that? Oh,
I bring him over to.
Oh, you grabbed it.
Yeah, I bring him over to fall these trees that I was gonna climb, and he makes a fool out of me. Every time.
Did you see that?
Every time with this guy.
Did you see that? Grab that arbutus? Yeah. You can. Okay, friends, we're on this other one here. I thought I had you guys rolling, but I didn't. The young fella pointed it out that there was zeros all across the screen. Jack, good man. So, friends, we're on the house. Hogan was going to climb this and rig it out, and it was smart of him to think that way. It's curly queued up. It crawls way up and gets in behind that fir up there. See that? See that dead limb shooting out the back? It's going right over top. So Ganges is he's out on the front. He's actually, friends, we need to pull it out beyond the house or beyond the fir tree. So I kind of got to shoot for the corner to get it beyond and then roll it out off. That's kind of the plan here. But I'll, there she comes. Okay, sorry. You're good there. Hey, boy. Okay, give me a little dry run, please. That's about all I want right there. And then once it comes out beyond that fir, sonny.
Hi, friends. So this one's a little different, and I could see why Hogan wanted to rig this out. There's no doubt about it that most of us would look at that as a climb and a rig off the top, but I'd look at things a little differently. So we just decide to kind of pull it toward.
And then once it comes out beyond that fir, sonny, let it go.
Towards the house, which is not smart. I'm not saying it's the thing to do, but when you do so many of the sons of guns, you kind of know how they react. This stuff's hard. It's tall and spindly. It's leaning back into the line of trees there on the right. It's like it's leaning back, so I need to get it out. If I shoot straight for my hole, it could easily get hung into the fir with those big dead limbs I showed you up there. So I got to kind of pull it out, and you watch how I do it. I just kind of dribble it out a bit, and then roll it out into the hole. Because if it gets hung, not good. Over in Utah.
Good. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Good. Come on, boy. Good. Beautiful. Good. Thanks, Jack. That's okay. So, friends, you can see what we're dealing with, right? That arbutus top went, look at it. It's freaking 90 foot. The thing's 90 foot. We got greenery we want to save out. That thing was literally behind that fir. We needed to get it out, beyond, and then drop it in the hole. So, as you can see, I didn't want to take too much chance of shooting it too close to the house. So I come off kind of in between. Okay, friends? So that's good. I'm gonna go get the 2100 and cut some wood up. It's and I think we're pretty close on the high jet, Bry. Or pardon me, it's skip tube. It's skip. And it's almost bone stock. It needs some big wood though. And that muffler's killing it. That I know. He goes, you'll see. So it actually, what it is, friends, is we're trying to get lots of guys talk about this pull. How can you get this thing to pull? Because the exhaust comes out, I call it a sneeze. It just kind of goes flap and it's out into this big container. That's why Bear Claw's muffler, those ones that originally that he designed and I was running on my saws for years, they work. They're loud, but they really work, Brian, don't they?
Yeah. They get the acceleration.
You do.
More acceleration response than that.
You do. Now, Brian, in your professional opinion, do you think that little, do you think it's a little bit lean somewhere just on the way in, or is that just the way that carb kind of works? It's got that little.
It's hard to say.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It seems to hang on.
Yeah. Well, it pulls.
Which is the main thing. Yeah. So
yeah.
That's
an experiment.
It is an experiment, but Brian, that would be a success, I would think, on a muffler.
It seems to be. You're trying to keep them a little quieter.
Yeah.
And function.
Yeah.
Like that little 357, it goes like crazy.
Oh yeah, it does.
They pull.
And that's that one with the
tube in it. Yeah.
So what's interesting, we talk about these tubes. Brian's been talking about this for a long time. This muffler, I got it on another video, friends. I'll show you. This muffler stock from Poulin, okay? And it comes in here. This is bone stock, friends. It comes in, it's got a pipe like Brian was talking about doing with an angle. So it dances around in there, takes off and shoots out there. So I guess their idea, Brian, was to create some kind of a pull on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this saw needs more, it needs to breathe more. I will tell you that right now. But I will do one cut right now real quick on this thing. And I'll just show you what we got here with this thing. It's a full house hand file. Brian, you can just...
So friends, I've been on a quest, obviously experimenting with these mufflers, but I'll tell you something. This Poulin, I've got some footage. I was playing around on the back of the tailgate at the house. I got to be honest. I'll share this with you, what I did with this poulin. They are choked from the factory. Like, I mean choked. It's amazing what you can do. If you don't port saws like me, I will learn, but you'd be surprised at what a muffler will do, friends. Especially on a two-stroke. It's actually amazing.
Try that, Brian. See, that's full house, friends, okay? He's going again. He was in a knot there, see that? Oh. The little knot on that backside.
Way more full.
You like that one, don't you?
Wow. Oh, we've been giving her today, friends. I'm all sweated out. And anyway, friends, it's that was a few days ago. We were playing around on that. Me and Brian are. It's good to be hooked up with playing around with Brian on the hot rod power saws again. The man can port a saw. He can port a saw. He actually ported my 394, friends. Yeah, it's I've got eons of time on that power saw. Like, actually that saw was with me when I got smashed, sitting there idling beside me. Anyway, the poulin, I got some stuff to share with you with that if you're interested. The baffles and just how they come from the factory. It's a great muffler from the factory. I mean, that's cool from the factory. Isn't that neat? Still, it's choked out. I did some changes at the house, and I ran it out in my little wood pile there, and I was like, wow, what potential this thing has. So, but when Brian was running that 21 at the job that me and Hogan were on the Arbutus job, at Brian's, it was actually tuned, and it's got different muffler on it, and it pulls. It pulls. The muffler it had on it was basically stock at the Arbutus job. It was a stock muffler. So Brian had this thought in his mind about getting the exhaust working, in the muffler. His theory worked. You just seen it. It worked. Brian's been at this a long, long time. So anyways, friends, I want to share this stuff with you. It's what we do. It's fun, and hopefully it can help some folks along the way, along the journey, the power saw journey. But Brian's got another one of my 21s up there, so let me know if you're interested in this stuff, because and give us, do this and that and all kinds of things, and these ones if you like, or whatever you want. But the interaction's great because these old power saws, it was very interesting how they came out of the factory and reasons why they did this, and I'm learning so much and I'm excited about it. Every saw had its little nick and knack that it was different about it, eh? But The Huskies are.
they're tough, basic. That 2100 put Husky on the map back in the day. It did. It put Husky on the map. Brian ran those for years. Brian ran those. He ran the 394s. He ran the 125s, obviously, before it all. You know what he said he ran, friends? Was a super...
Still 45 Super?
something like that? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, friends. We'll catch you on the next video. I got a lot of content right now. We're busy cutting.
We're busy cutting right now, so to get everything up like every day is getting a little bit tough. So that's why it's one day and then next and then next and then, you know. So we're doing our best. So every times we'll be getting another one up, you know, one by one. Over and out, friends. Love yous all. Be kind to one another. Let's keep it rolling. We're coming up the top of the hill here. I feel it. We're coming up to the top of the hill. Sure be nice when we can travel again and get together, friends, in a big bonfire and power saws and have a buck and stock again. I'm excited about that. I truly am. Over and out.